What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today Disney once again bends the knee to the woke social media mob, the people that are offended by every single thing. Everything that they disagree with is an ist or an ism, or anything that they can be outraged about is an ist or an ism. It doesn't matter about context. It doesn't matter about facts. None of those things matter. All that matters is we have to be outraged, and companies like Disney will respond to a small group of people that are offended by everything. Now, Splash Mountain has been a iconic ride at the Disney parks for a long time. And there's always been a few people that have always been offended over this ride and crying, wanting it to be changed because it is themed after the 1946 film Song of the South, which I have never seen. Apparently, people think that that's an ist and an ism movie. I've never seen it, don't want to see it, and even if people are making those accusations, they've made accusations about everything. Everything is an ist now. So those words mean nothing to me. We've been desensitized to those words. They mean nothing because the people that continue to spew those words will attach it to any and everything that they are offended over. But today, it was announced that Disney is going to retheme Splash Mountain. They're going to retheme Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog because they have to appease to the woke mob. You know, the thing about this decision is the announcement's going to face a lot of criticism from Disney fans, rightfully so. And all that people are going to do is label those criticisms as people that are against African-American woman being featured in the ride or whatever. And it's so stupid because if you look at like when they rethemed the Norway ride over at Epcot a few years ago to Frozen, that faced a lot of criticism. Now, I like the movie Frozen, but I didn't want that iconic ride rethemed to Frozen. It just didn't work for me. I know people do enjoy that ride now that it's actually happened, but I missed the Norway ride. It has nothing to do with anything other than I didn't like them touching an iconic ride. Now, the Splash Mountain is light years more iconic than, the Norway ride. Splash Mountain is something that everyone is familiar with. Everyone knows about Splash Mountain. And, now we're in this 2020 phase where every company has to bend the knee and change and rewrite history, and that's where we're at now, which is very disappointing. Disney to overhaul Splash Mountain ride amid outcry. A push to rebrand the classic ride has been gaining traction due to its storyline tied to the disavowed 1946 film Song of the South. The Walt Disney Company on Thursday announced the classic ride Splash Mountain will be retooled at its parks amid outcry over its ties to the controversial 1946 film Song of the South. Splash Mountain first opened in Disneyland in 1989, and the ride was subsequently added to the Walt Disney World and other theme parks around the globe. And then talking about all of the protests going on, the ride will be rebranded to The Princess and the Frog. The celebrated 2009 animated film featured an African-American female protagonist. Thank you for pointing that out, Hollywood Reporter. Thank you for pointing out that. In its Thursday announcement, Disney said it has been planning on retooling the ride since last year. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. I was looking at this. Look how many refurbishments they've done over the past several years, even as recently as, if this information is correct. So Splash Mountain refurbishments, and this is WaltDisneyWorldMagic.com. So they did a refurbishment January 6th, 2020 to February 27th. So Splash Mountain was closed for refurbishment, if this information is correct. I can't speak directly to it because I haven't been there. But based on this information, it's telling me that in 2020, not too long ago, Splash Mountain was closed for almost 2 months for a refurbishment. Well, if you were planning this since last year, why did you close for a month and a half for a refurbishment of something that you said you were planning on rebranding? Again, I don't understand that. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It seems to me, based on this information you're telling me, based on this information that I'm finding, it seems to me that you're lying. It seems to me that you're lying so that you can pretend that this isn't a reaction to the woke people on Twitter, but that's exactly what it is. It's absolutely a reaction to the woke people on Twitter. Now, to be completely clear, okay, I gotta be completely clear about this, all right? This concept art does not look bad. It absolutely does not look bad. I mean, I'm being as real as I can. I'm a huge fan of Splash Mountain, okay? I love Splash Mountain very, very much. But when I look at this concept art, I don't hate it. So I have to be as fair as humanly possible. I don't like this idea of rebranding Splash Mountain, and I don't like the idea of bending the knee to the woke audience. And I think it's bullshit and it should not happen. And I'm going to be very, very vocal about that, as I always am. But if you're asking me to judge this specifically on that decision right there, to rebrand in that theme, I have to say that in isolation, and again, context is important here, okay? In that respect, in isolation, that looks really good. And if you were telling me it was done for the right reasons, if you were telling me that you weren't pandering to these miserable losers on social media, then I think I could potentially get behind this idea, because I do believe that all rides, all attractions, everything does need to have some sort of update in time. While again, I don't like it, I do not like this idea, I can at least respect it if it's coming from a good place. But it's not coming from a good place. You're responding to people that are going to always be offended. So it doesn't matter what is going on. At the end of the day, when you respond to these people, you are never going to win. It does not matter. The fact that you made this decision seemingly to appease the woke audience out there, it just means you're never going to not get them out of this offended mindset that they're on. You're never going to do it. You're never going to win. So, fuck off, Disney. I'm so sick of this stuff. I'm sick of every company pandering to these people. I'm so sick of this nonsense. But this is where we are in 2020. It continues to happen over and over and over again. We are never going to get away from this as long as companies respond to these people. I am so sick of it. I will never bend the knee to the woke, miserable lunatics out there. You have completely exposed yourself, Disney. You have completely shown us that you don't actually have a backbone, which this is something we've known for a while. You do not have a backbone. And I mean, I love the theme parks so much, but the fact that the theme parks are now being impacted by miserable people on Twitter, it's disgusting, and I truly hate it. With that said, we do have a theme park channel where we cover far more than just Disney, and we have a good relationship with Universal Studios. But if you want to go ahead and subscribe to Park Hoppin', please go do that. It's Park Hoppin'. I will leave a link to that channel in the description, or probably just a pinned post. And also go over to our website, geeksandgamers.com, sign up for an account, join the forums. We do have a theme park discussion over there in the forums, among other things. 2020 sucks, but it's not just 2020. It's not just attached to a year per se. There's so much going on with this. So many identity politics, so much pandering, so much reactionary decision, so many reaction decisions made by these companies, and it is disgusting. And I'm not happy about it, and I'm not happy that we're losing Splash Mountain to this bullshit. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Solo lost money. Raylos are weird. Fuck Naughty Dog, and we will talk to you later.